right, and welcome to another episode of Two Guys, One Level, a place for gamers to hear about all the things gaming. I'm your host, Tortuga, accompanied by Pixel and Books.
Hey, what's up,
And
guys? Glad to be here
welcome
again.
back, everybody. It's another week here at Two Guys, One Level. One thing that I would like to kind of start with here is Ubisoft again doing their Ubisoft stuff.
All right, I'm sold.
It is. I don't know what's going on with these people, but to start here is that Ubisoft had a whole event sometime last week where they're going to focus more on what they're labeling as high-end free-to-play games. They said they're still going to be working on their AAA releases, but Ubisoft sees a great opportunity to expand its audiences through free-to-play.
AAA, weren't they pushing quadruple A? Why are they going back?
I was just about to say that. Yeah. So with Beyond Good and Evil 2, that's going to be their first quadruple A.
I mean, just to tie into Ubisoft in general, their other quadruple A game that they claimed would hold that title was Skulls and Bones, which was delayed to 2022 now. Just FYI.
Pretty sure that was supposed to come out like in 2018, 2019.
Yeah, well, now it's 2022. So not holding not holding very good for Beyond Good and Evil 2, which is I think it's a bigger project with less news and information. But if Skulls and Bones is 2022, makes me feel like Beyond Good and Evil 2 would be end of that or 2023. It's
2025.
it probably will be. And it sucks because I don't want to steer this whole into a Beyond Good and Evil 2 rant, but we have now the hardware to play the game that they were envisioning. With the new generation consoles and the new graphics cards for PCs, there's really nothing holding them back other than releasing the product. I just would like an update to see where they are along the project.
Pre alpha.
Yeah, they're still talking about what to do story wise, right? It's ridiculous. But sorry,
it's fine. So Ubisoft last week they announced that they're for those who are still playing the Division, the Heartland will be free to play, and a lot of people are like, is that a sign that the publisher is pursuing Warzone, right, to see the success that Call of Duty was making on that, and the CFO said that their previous commitment to release anywhere from 3 to 4 AAA games a year is no longer a proper indication of their vision as a company. They said they're still going to be releasing content of premium and free-to-play release. They said that their goal is to grow audiences by widening their brand at the top of the funnel. Honestly, I think they're just trying to move over to a completely free-to-play model in some way, shape, or form, wherever they can milk it. Destiny 2 is getting a lot of similar backlash. A lot of players did like the numbers on how to grind like the new content, and the grind is even worse than previously anticipated.
That's a lot of change, but I mean, I feel it's for the better. What do you think, Books?
Being a huge fan of Rainbow Six, I think it's definitely gonna be. I feel like
Why?
the next Rainbow Six multiplayer games are gonna be. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, when Rainbow Six first came out, Rainbow Six Siege, it wasn't like a full $60 game. It wasn't like a full price game. It came out. It had like a $15 version, which it just came with one character, and you had to grind for everybody else. So free to play isn't really gonna make a difference to it. But I feel like instead of like focusing on making it a bigger game for like with story wise and stuff. I mean, I don't care about story when it comes to those games. I feel like free to play can help them, gain the capital needed to make the game so much better. You know what I mean?
So,
and microtransactions is definitely the way now.
Yeah, but we don't want that.
Well, when you play games like that, man, like you don't even know. I mean, I don't know if you played Rainbow Six like that, like to try to unlock characters and stuff like that. Either you buy them or you grind for them.
Right. But that's the problem then, right? Isn't it? Isn't the problem then being them making these games grindier to which it has, we've seen it with EA. Remember, they were ousted a couple weeks ago where it was proven that they were making these games grindier to force people to buy things.
Well, let me ask this, because I don't play Rainbow Six Vegas. Does the character you play change your play style? Like, do they come with abilities or advantages of any kind? Oh,
Yes,
so yeah,
operators
so
have different abilities. Yep.
I'm gonna have to agree with Pixel on this one that having it that way is crappy. I was thinking more so if it was like Gears of War, where it doesn't matter who you pick, it doesn't
Well,
really
think of it
affect
more
the game.
like Apex.
Right, right.
Apex.
Yeah. So that makes more sense. I agree with you, Pixel.
I don't
To be
know.
honest with you,
It's
though, I don't think that the free to play is really going to change their model for Rainbow Six as much. But maybe things like Division Heartland. What is that going to be like? Is that like a new
It's like
Division
an
game, or are they
expansion.
changing?
No,
Oh,
it's like
okay.
an expansion basically that they're just gonna make it a free to play model. But my concern isn't those two, right? As of right now, Assassin's Creed has lost faith for me. They need to revise that formula. I'm a much bigger fan of the original. I have my gripes with the RPG mechanics that they kind of threw in there that I discussed with Tortuga, but mainly, if they come out with a free to play Splinter Cell, I'm going to fight somebody. You know what I mean?
Why?
Why? What about Splinter Cell has to be free to play? It's a story. I'll give you some money. Here you go. Let me support that franchise. Well,
I don't think they could make one. Like, how would that make sense?
I didn't think they could make a free to play division. Yeah, here we are.
Well, Division is an MMO though, isn't it? So that makes more sense
MMO
then.
esque, but the thing is that again, as the CFO stated that their current model is to release around 3 to 4 full price games a year, and
What
they're
if
changing from that model.
what if they just do the same thing that happened with Warzone, and they only make the multiplayer aspect of it free to play, and then
I'm down for that.
if you want to buy the story, then you buy the full game and you get the full package. Whereas what happened with the Warzone, you only get the battle royale, not necessarily the full multiplayer and the story, unless you paid the $60 and downloaded the 3,000 terabyte game.
I could get behind that if they want to go with that model. I mean, I'm still not
Because
microtransactions. Like I get they're here to stay. They just rub me the wrong way.
yeah, I mean, cutting into the weeds a little bit, it doesn't necessarily free to play doesn't mean 100% free to play. Maybe they're just going to pull parts of each game and make it available to the public.
Again, for if they do it with that Warzone aspect, where the multiplayer and the campaign are separately, where they have a full separate online mode. I
Right.
don't know how they're going to do it from an MMO standpoint. Like even Blizzard with their subscription to World of Warcraft isn't exactly
But I mean, even they do free to play up to a certain level now.
right, but it doesn't change like the grind. I guess like
No.
they give you a taste of what the game is going to be
Right.
before the so you can try it out.
Right, which is not a bad thing.
Not at all.
Yeah, that might actually be a good idea. What you said there, Tortuga. Maybe they're seeing success with Rainbow Six's model now. Not necessarily. They don't have no story for Rainbow Six, but each year they release like a new set of operators. They release 4 defenders and 4 attackers, so 8 every year. We're on the 5th year, I believe, and they're probably trying to make each game last longer instead of releasing one new game every year for that series. They're probably trying to like prolong it and make it like a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 year game each one. You know what I mean? Because this game, Rainbow Six, released in 2013. Wait, am I? I think I'm wrong.
Not a true fan. Delete his account.
No, I remember playing the beta a long time ago. I'm gonna look it up. No, 2015. I was off by a couple years. 2015. You know what I mean? And it's still going strong.
Yeah, I mean, I remember I played Rainbow Six Vegas. What? I can't remember what year. It was so long ago. 2006, 2007, whatever version that was way back when. Back on the 360. And I enjoyed that game, right? It had a better version of what I remember as Search and Destroy from Call of Duty. It had better, like, just a better feel, better play. It was the first game to utilize, like, when you spoke in party chat, way before you can have party chat. So like lobby chat, I guess, or game chat. And whenever you spoke into your mic, your character would be moving its mouth at the same, saying whatever you were saying. Like it was the first time a game like that has done that. And we're talking about almost 15, 16 years ago now at this point. So remembering that game from that point in time, like I enjoyed it. I just can't see myself playing it nowadays because it is so super competitive. You have to get good or get out in that type of game.
Yeah, it's true. There's really no other way.